Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
One man dead after sustaining injuries following shootout and car chase in Portmore. An unidentified man who was shot and killed by the police in Portmore, St. Catherine on Sunday during a reported car chase and shootout that ended in an early morning crash. According to information reaching reporters, sometime after 3 a.m., a group of police officers were on patrol in Nuggerhead area of Portmore when they signaled the driver of a Toyota Boxy to stop. The driver reported disobeyed their command and opened gunfire on the team before speeding away. The police gave chase and returned fire. The driver lost control of the vehicle, which crashed into a canal along the Helsha Main Road. The driver, the only occupant of the vehicle, was found suffering from injuries and taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police said that during a search of the vehicle, a firearm was found. The Portmore Police, along with the Independent Commission of Investigation INDECOM, are investigating. Shopkeepers stabbed to death at St. Anne Business Place. A shopkeeper was found stabbed to death at his business establishment at the town square in Wattown, St. Anne on Saturday. The deceased, identified as Herbert Sims, otherwise called Babsy, who lived in the district, was found dead behind the counter of his shop, police stated. It was reported that around 12:50 a.m., a customer found the known deceased man behind the counter with stab wounds to the neck. Police who were summoned to the community said the shop appeared to have been ransacked. The scene was processed and Sims taken to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, where he was confirmed dead. The body was later transported to the morgue pending a post-mortem examination. Some detainees charged following Friday's raid on religious compound. Reporters have been informed that at least 13 persons were charged on Friday evening following a raid early in the day of the Yahweh religious compound in Norwood, St. James. Senior Superintendent Vernon Ellis, Divisional Commander for St. James Police, told reporters that individuals were charged for breaches of the Child Care and Protection Act. He said other individuals will be charged shortly. Javon Thompson, leader of the religious group, is expected to be among those charged, according to a police source. Ministers of the security forces, assisted by officials of the Ministry of Health and Child Protection and Family Services Agency, carried out Friday's raid on the compound following persistent allegations of abuse at the facility. 24 people, including Thompson, were arrested during the operation. There were 15 women among the detainees. Some of the detainees are also facing assault charges following allegations that some members were physically assaulted and charges for breaches of Marriage Act. The police conducted a similar operation at the compound on June 7, in which 23 children and 15 adults were removed amid allegations of child abuse. In a post on social media site TikTok, Mr. Thompson claimed that for 3.5 years, he and members of his group have been terrorized by the security forces. 2 shot, 1 fatally in St. James. 2 men were shot, 1 fatally, after gunmen opened fire on a group of people in a community known as Tenement in South Spring, Montego Bay Hills, St. James, Saturday night. The dead man was identified as 40-year-old Philip Parkinson, a resident of the area. The 27-year-old injured man has been admitted to hospital, police stated. It was reported that around 10:45 p.m., several persons were in a yard when they were approached by a number of men armed with guns. Police said the gunmen opened gunfire and other people ran in different directions. It was later discovered that the now deceased and another man were suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. The police were alerted and the injured persons assisted to hospital, where Parkinson was pronounced dead on arrival and the other man treated and admitted in stable condition. While processing the crime scene, police retrieved more than 20 spent casings. No motive have been established for the attack. 2 men in custody after pistol ammo found in St. James. 2 men are now in custody following the seizure of a firearm and ammunition in Shortwood, St. James on Sunday. Reports from the Cambridge Police are that about 1:30 a.m., a joint police-military team conducted operations in the area. 1 Glock pistol with a magazine containing 3 4.5 cartridges were seized. The identities of the men are being withheld at this time. Money dispute ends in teen's death in Clarendon. A disagreement over money led to the death of a teen on Harry Street in Maypen, Clarendon, Sunday morning. The deceased has been identified as 18-year-old Jafar Zachary Mackenzie, otherwise called Drogba or Barco. He died while undergoing treatment at hospital. It was reported that around 4:30 a.m., Mackenzie and another male got into an altercation over money. During the dispute, the police said a knife was used to stab the teen in his left groin. Mackenzie was taken to hospital by friends, where he was admitted but died while undergoing treatment. The 20-year-old man with whom Mackenzie had the dispute was taken into custody after he was brought in by family members later that morning. Police said initial investigations have indicated that the men may have been gambling when the dispute developed. South St. Elizabeth farmers get relief supplies. Some 30 farmers in South St. Elizabeth who suffered severe losses during recent heavy rains have received essential imports and supplies to assist in the recovery effort. The items, which were handed over to the Bull Savannah Church of God of Prophecy in the parish on Thursday, included seeds, irrigation supplies, fertilizers, chemicals, farm tools, among other things. They were provided by the Rural Agricultural Development Authority (RADA) in partnership with entities such as Hardware and Lumber H&L Agro, Newport First and Jamaica Limited, Food for the Poor, Caribbean Chemical Jamaica Limited, and St. Jago Farm and Hardware Supplies Limited, which have also pledged to donate funds to assist farmers. Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, Franklin Whittle, in his remarks at the handing over ceremony, noted that while the greatest impact of the heavy rainfall was felt in South St. Elizabeth, farmers in Clarendon, St. Thomas, Manchester and St. Anne also suffered major losses. When RADA did the evaluation as to the cost of the impact on the farmers, it amounted to over $270 million worth of damage, and this includes not only direct impact on the farms, but also on various infrastructure which support farming within the communities, he noted. Approximately 1,500 crop and livestock farmers across the island were affected by the heavy rains and are benefiting from support from the ministry in collaboration with various partners. We are informed that some 1,000 crop farmers were impacted, with condiment crops such as onion and scallion suffering the heaviest losses. Cucumber, watermelon, legumes, cereal, banana, and plantain were also destroyed. In addition, 486 livestock farmers lost poultry, small ruminants, small cattle, among other things. Whittle, who is also a member of Parliament for St. Elizabeth Southeastern, said the farmers remain resilient and are making every effort to rebuild and restart. We know our farmers in these parts, especially in South St. Elizabeth, they are very resilient and would have been accustomed to producing high-quality output even when we have serious drought conditions. So we know our farmers can respond to some of these challenges, he stated. Whittle thanked the various entities for collaborating with the ministry to assist the farmers, noting that the support will expedite the recovery process. Road fatalities climbed to 206 after 6 months. With 6 more deaths as a result of motor vehicle crashes during last week, the number of people killed on Jamaica's road in the first 6 months of this year stands at 206 as of Friday, June 30. The latest update was provided on Friday by the Road Safety Unit (RSU), which is located in the Ministry of Science, Energy, Technology and Transport. Among the latest victims are 2 pedestrians, 2 motorcyclists, 1 commercial vehicle driver, and the driver of a private motor car. According to the RSU, the 206 fatalities were as a result of 188 fatal crashes between January and June. Importantly, the RSU is also reporting that as of June 30, fatal crashes and fatalities are down 13% and 16% respectively when compared with the similar period in 2022. The RSU is also reporting up to Friday, pedestrians accounted for 23% of all road users killed as of June 30, 2023. Motorcyclists accounted for 31%, private motor vehicle drivers accounted for 15%, and private motor vehicle passengers accounted for 7%. The category of road users the unit described as most vulnerable, pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists, and pillion riders, accounted for 65% combined of all the road users killed as of June 30. Meanwhile, male accounted for 91% of all victims, while the other 9% were females.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification